Hi, I'm Karen with Sky Insurance Brokers. One of the things I wanted to present to you today is going over your homeowner's insurance. It's really important to know what your policy includes and what your coverages are. I got a phone call from a lady working on some quotes for her, and she has a home. It is 3,366 square foot home. It is down in Lancaster, California, and her current coverage is $438,000, which is about $130 a square foot to rebuild. That is not enough coverage. She bought this house, I believe she said 15 years ago, so it's probably slowly increased, but the cost of materials, the cost of labor has quadrupled since she bought it, and she is grossly underinsured. Now that I'm trying to present her quotes for twice the coverage, and which is obviously going to mean way more in her premium, but she would only be able to rebuild about a third of her home if it were to burn to the ground. So it's really important information to know, really important information to understand. What I'm proposing, instead of $438,000, is that we increase it to a minimum of $696. That's $206.77 a square foot to rebuild. Right now, here in the last 6 months, the cost of lumber alone has tripled. It's gone up exponentially. So it's important to stay on top of this. Talk to your agent. If you don't have an agent, or can't reach your agent, or don't like your agent, or just want to know if you have enough coverage, please contact us. We'd be happy to review this and run the numbers for you. It's an easy number to calculate. Take the total number of coverage, the dollars, so in this case 438,000, divide it by the square footage of the home, 3,366, and you're going to get $130 and change. So it's really important. The other coverage that I noticed on her policy was grossly underinsured was her liability limits. She only has $100,000. I would love to explain to you what could happen with that low of coverage. Our agency firmly believes in properly insuring you, making sure your coverage is correct and the best. We don't want to overinsure you. That's our bad. We don't want to underinsure you, because that's really our bad. So what we want to do is make sure you have great coverage that's going to protect you, your home, your family, your assets, and not put you on the hook for liability or for exposure. So $100,000 in liability is just not enough. We highly recommend it and quote and write policies at $500,000. I used to belong to a marketing group, and there was a personal injury lawyer in the group who would thank me for writing $500,000 in coverage. That liability coverage covers bodily injury to somebody that's visiting your home. Maybe it's the UPS man that falls on a step or a root or something, or it's your son's or daughter's friend that comes over and, breaks their leg, and now then has hospital bills and whatever, and the family's going to sue you. That's for their injuries, that's for their settlement. It's also your litigation costs, so it helps to pay for your attorney fees, court fees, filing fees, all of that stuff. So it's really important to have more than $100,000. That's just not enough. So again, that's another coverage that's easy to see right off the top looking at this, knowing if you have enough coverage or not. We'd be happy to discuss the other coverages as well. Give us a call.